Hello and welcome to this episode of My Low Life. Hello and welcome to this episode of My Lowveld Life. Today we are making butter. Butter on day 7 of lockdown? Why on earth butter? Well, it's because of a conversation we had with the virtual coffee group. Cassie said, OMG, the spa's got no butter. Emmy said, for the price of butter, I can get 3 lattes. Michelle said, I don't buy butter, I buy Marge, otherwise I couldn't come to breakfast. And Erica said, who's got time to make butter when you've got 5 hours of ironing to do? Anyway, Yvette and I said, making butter is easy, so I'm going to show you how. Now remember, this is how I do. It's not how to, it's how I do it. So yes, your granny makes it somehow a little bit differently to me. That's fine. This is how I make butter. So, what do we need? What we need is, obviously, the cream. 1 liter Malati local, a mixing bowl, a wooden spoon, a spatula, a hand mixer. Of course, if you're posh, you can use a Kenwood or a KitchenAid or a Smeg. Me, not so posh, hand machine. If you're feeling strong, you can use one of these, but no, we're not going to use one today. A strainer, a couple of bowls. Start by pouring our cream into the mixing bowl. Oops. Remember, waste not, want not. So use your spatula to get it all out. Even the lid. Lots of cream on the lid. Right, and now we mix for about 10 minutes. It splashes a bit, so you might want to get one of these, just covering the mixture. And we go. So after a couple of minutes, you'll see it's starting to get a bit thicker. Keep going. Don't give up now, people. Keep going. Getting thicker, but keep going. You'll see it start changing shortly. Thickening up nicely. Try and get to all the parts of the bowl without splashing. Machine's starting to take a bit of strain. Okay, you may want to stop at this stage, but no, you have to wait for the moisture and the liquid to start coming out. That is called buttermilk. And when you're making butter, it's free. Good idea just to wipe the sides down with your spatula. And it starts getting thicker. Right, wipe the sides down again. Keep going. As you can see, it's getting cheesy now. Won't be long and we'll see the buttermilk. Right, you can see now it's starting to break into little pieces. We're very close now. You can even see it's changing color. It's going a bit yellowy. Right, let's stop the machine and see if the magic's happening. Nope. Nothing yet. Let's just give it a scrub down. And let's carry on. Right, as you can see it's separating nicely. I think the next time we stop we should be just about there. Yep, look in the bottom of that bowl. Yummy buttermilk. So, enough of the mixer. Let's get all our little bits and bobs off. Right, look at that. This is feeling buttery and that's looking very liquidy. Right, and if you thought that was the easy part, well, the easy part is still to come. Right, so for the next bit, what we have to do is, with our wooden spoon, we need to start pushing out the liquid. To do that, I find it easier just to push the butter against the side of the bowl. There we go. As you can see, we are now pushing the buttermilk out. Now, whatever you do, do not throw this away. This is liquid goodness, and we are going to make, in another episode, fantastic buttermilk pancakes. Oops. Right, and let's push again. It's very important to get all of this out, because if you leave any in, you're actually going to get rancid butter. So it's very important to take your time and just give it a squash against the side. So I find I normally get about 2 cups of buttermilk out of a litre of cream and about 450 grams of butter. So, as you can see, for 38 rand 99 cents, we pretty much get the same amount of butter that you pay 74 rand for at Pick n Pay. Bargain, wouldn't you say? Even Michelle could afford to buy butter after this. So the next step, now that we've got as much buttermilk out as we can, is to rinse it with water. Right, cold water, ice cold water from the fridge. Pour it in and rinse until the water runs clear. Again, this just stops your butter from going rancid by getting all the impurities out. So make sure your water is ice cold, and do this a couple of times until the water runs clear. And try not to splodge it all over yourself. Right, and don't add this to your buttermilk, because this is going to get chucked away. And do it again, more water. I tried to do this at least 2 or 3 times. Even now you can see the water is getting a lot clearer. But 3 times is always a good number. Just try and get all the butter through the water. One more time should do it. And squeeze all the water out. Right, so that's all the water out. Now it only remains for us to add some salt. Now obviously salt is a preservative, so it just helps it last a bit longer, keep a bit longer. I generally add just short of a teaspoon of salt. I find that kind of works for me, it gives it a nice taste. Obviously, as I say, you can leave it out, because that is unsalted butter. Surprise, surprise. And just mix the salt through. Last but not least, let's put it in a Tupperware. Okay. So again, I just give it a last little push on the side of the bowl to get the last little bits of moisture out before scooping it into the Tupperware. There you have it. Butter made in the Lowveld. Easy peasy. Enjoy. So, homemade sourdough bread, homemade butter, homemade apricot jam. This is my Lowveld life, coming alive to you from the Lowveld.